What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today I want to talk to y'all about goal setting and setting priorities. Also, kind of like um in sociology, we learned a lot about your master status. And what that is what you claim to be. Like my master status right now, I'm a student athlete. That's what my master status is. Some people, your master status may be a dad or a mom, or um, let's say your master status is being an amazing person, like a great person, a good person, being close to God. Like that's your master status, maybe. Um, but for this video, my master status is student athlete. That's what I consider myself. I'm a student athlete. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about goal setting and priority setting as a student athlete. So I'm gonna pop out the whiteboard and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So obviously, my master status, what I consider myself, is a student athlete. Now, as a student athlete, I I have schoolwork, of course, homework. Schoolwork is anything. Homework, studying, getting ready for exams, whatever you gotta do. Training. I am an athlete, so I have to train. I train usually 2 times a day. Very rarely do I train 3, but most of the time I train 2 times a day. And then your nutrition. You have to make sure your nutrition's down. I understand some people have high metabolisms, and you can probably eat pizza or whatever you want, not gain weight, but you want to try to get your nutrition down. If you do have a high metabolism, try to at least get some veggies, some fruit in there. um, but if you're like me, you're gonna have to really try hard, eat a healthy diet in order to keep the weight off. So alright guys, these right here are your top priorities. Your master status is a student athlete. So what are your priorities? You have to have your schoolwork, your training down, and your nutrition down. Those are your priorities. Now, we all have other things in life. Everybody has hundreds of other things going on. I'm just going to use 3 as an example. But you have friends, of course. Let's say you want to play video games. I got my Xbox on right now. Probably going to watch some YouTube or something. Socializing, doing your own thing, playing video games. That's one of them. Friends, and then going out. Going out is like going to a movies, out to a restaurant, anything, going out of town. So we're gonna use this as an example of what I'm gonna try to explain to you guys. So most people understand if you're a student, you gotta do homework, study, all that. And most people understand if you're an athlete, you gotta train, eat right, make sure you get your nutrition down. So a student athlete has to get these things pat. You gotta get down pat. You gotta get them perfect to be the best you can be at a student athlete. But what most people don't understand is that even when you want to hang out with friends, you have to make sure you get other things down. If you want to be the best student athlete you can be, you can't say, well, I need to work out. My friends really want to hang out with me, so I'm going to skip working out today and hang out with them. That's not getting your priorities right. Getting your priorities right is saying, hey guys, I'm sorry, I can't hang out today. I really got to work out. I got some homework to do. Your number one priority is being a student athlete. Your friends, they're your friends, and you want to show some appreciation, and especially if they're like your best friends, you want to do what you can for them. But if your number one priority is a student athlete, you got to be disciplined enough to say, hey guys, can't hang out today, I'm sorry, I got stuff to do. And that's the same thing with video games. If you haven't got your stuff down, you gotta tell yourself, I really don't have time for video games, got homework to do, gotta train, I gotta make sure I cook me a good healthy meal, not just throw together a quick snack like some cupcakes or one of those like pop in the oven pizzas. Can't be doing all that. If if you have to take 30 minutes out of your day to cook yourself a nice, decent meal, that's what you need to do. And if that means you have to give up video games, then that's just what it has to be, guys. And going out, if you want to go out and go out with some friends or movies if you got your schoolwork and training done, and you know, you still gotta take care of your nutrition, guys. So if you're going out of town or going out to eat, going to the movies, you can't just eat whatever you want. You still gotta stick to your diet, guys. Remember, this is what you gotta realize, and I even struggle with this sometimes. But your priorities are not the same as other people's. Other people's priorities, their master status, whatever you want to call it, they might not be a student athlete. Their priorities may just be, cruising by and, well, not cruising by, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but their priorities may be um, different from yours in a sense that they may be just a student and maybe they want to go home and play video games. They're not an athlete, so they don't have to train. They don't really care about their nutrition. I feel like everybody should try to be healthy as they can, but maybe that's not what they care about. So if they want to go home and play games and hang out with their friends, they can do that because they're not an athlete. Or maybe you have friends that really value family time, going out. Maybe you you know someone that is just a huge, huge people person, and they go out every night. They go to the movies every Friday, hang out with their friends just almost every day. That's what they value. So their priorities are going to be different from yours. But you got to understand, and if that's your priority, that's fine. It's okay. You don't have to be a student athlete. This goes for whatever. I'm just using this as an example. If you have whatever your master status is, okay? For me, it's student athlete. For you, it may be a family person. Maybe, you're through college now. You're almost through college, and you have a girlfriend you plan on proposing to. All this is gonna change, but you just gotta figure out what your priorities are, and you have to understand that your priorities come before these other things. So, yeah, guys. I hope that kind of explains some stuff. I really hope you took away a thing or two from this video. I hope it helped. As I progress, I'll kind of do updated videos in the future, try to explain things in more detail. I'm only 19, so I got a long way to go before I reach my full potential. And in the future, I'm sure I'll make plenty of videos like this and be able to explain them more to you guys. But yeah, if you liked the video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And yeah, guys, I just really appreciate it. If you have anything you want to ask, leave a comment, and I'll be happy to make a video on it if you guys want me to. So, thank you so much for watching. Peace.